Daniel was just another partner that had messed me around and just treated me like shit. And I don't want to set up for partners that just want to play games, or they're looking for an escape from their problems. Like, for instance, he didn't want to be in London. He was bored of being in London or whatever. So it just feels like it was just an escape from his problems. Why do I always set up for relationships like that? It's just, I just really don't get him. I just really don't get him. I'll go out my way. I know I'm repeating myself, but I just don't understand people who are not as nice as me. I just really don't understand people who are. I give my whole heart and soul to the person that I'm with, and I don't know, I just really don't get it. This is why relationships don't last these days, because no one's prepared to go the extra mile. I feel like I've gone more than the extra mile, and I still haven't got anything in return apart from a load of money that he owes me. I just feel like why do I settle for crap relationships? Because let's face it, when you give everything to someone, when you're a cash point for someone, then how do they love you if they don't give you that money back, or they don't occasionally treat you? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not a proper relationship, is it? It really isn't. I've tried to explain to him the reason why I don't go around to you. It's because I feel nervous too. I feel nervous of men in general, and you, it's a big bloke, and I do feel nervous, and no one, God, I'm going to get run over, and no one listens to me. This is the problem. No one's listened to how I feel, so the relationship ends because you don't listen to how I feel. So that's what it is, you say? Yeah, well, thanks. That's what it is. Don't listen to how I feel. I felt scared and anxious for months now. I felt scared and anxious for months now that he's going to leave me, or cheat on me, or... And I say this to him, and most of the times he just kind of shrugs his shoulders, like he doesn't understand me. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just too complicated for relationships, I don't know. Or maybe I'm just too sensitive for relationships. I got my stuff from Dunelm Mill. I would have got more if I had a car. In them kind of shops I probably wouldn't have stopped spending. Oh gosh. I just feel like if you love someone, then you make some kind of effort with that person. I know some people, it just seems like it's too much to ask. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like I'm asking too much, expecting something back in return. Like, this is how men are, this is how relationships are, but I don't believe that. I believe that there is nice guys out there, but I just think he could just give, even if he was to just give me £1 towards what he owed me, which is £222. I've bought his shoes off him, and he's keeping them as well. He just takes the piss. I buy things off him so he has money, and then he takes them back off me again. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not what you do when you're in love, is it? I mean, is it just me being naive, or is that a normal thing to happen in love? Is that a normal thing to happen in love, where you buy things for someone, or you buy things off them and they just take them back off you again, even though you give them money for the items? I forget what he needed now. Maybe he needed tobacco, maybe he needed fags, but he needed money for summer. So I says, I'll tell you what, I'll buy your shoes off you, because he didn't want them. So, and now he's wearing them. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I'll give him £20 to put the TV up on the wall, and he hasn't done that. I just feel like I'm just a mug. I should have mug written on my forehead. Mug, mug, mug. If you want money, if you want to abuse someone, just take it out on me. I'm used to it. It happens all the time. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing these videos so I can understand why people do these things. It's just so selfish. It's just so self-centered. It's so nasty. It's just, I don't know. It's just really, really nasty. It's just plain selfish. How on earth would I marry him for when he's that when he's that mean, that nasty? The only person he's going to marry is his nan, because that's the only person he gives money back to. If he keeps taking money off people, how are they going to stay with him? Come on, we don't want friends like that. We don't want relationships like that. We don't want partners like that. No one does. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Do you really want a partner that's going to take all your money? Do you really want a friend that's going to take all your money? Do you really want Do you really want a brother or sister that's going to take all your money, or a mother or a father or a grandmother? Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's all right to give money, as long as I'm not saying don't give money to people. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's nice to give it back. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm just struggling to understand Daniel. I'm really struggling to understand him, because I know for a fact I go out my way for him, and it'd just be nice, just occasionally, very occasionally, to get something back in return. But it doesn't happen, does it? It just really doesn't happen. He's very out of touch with his feelings, very out of touch with his emotions. Well, he is with me anyway. Maybe he isn't with everyone else, but with me he definitely is. I mean, I spent years bottling up my emotions, but I don't do it now. I say things to people's faces and I expect the same back in return. I don't say things behind people's backs. If I've said it on this video, then I'll have sent the video to him on WhatsApp. I don't say things behind people's backs. I'll ring him up and I'll tell him exactly how I feel, but it doesn't make any difference because he's not doing anything for me, so it doesn't make any difference. I'll give up now ringing him, because there's no point ringing him or texting him, because he just doesn't see from my point of view at all. He just really doesn't. It's like, I'm alright, Jack. As long as the world revolves around me, then I'm happy, kind of thing. But you're 34. You're 34. The world won't revolve around you your whole life. One day you'll need someone in your life. One day you'll need someone to take care of you. The world won't revolve around you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It just doesn't work like that. This is a cold, selfish world. People who are selfish just get left behind, or they end up with mugs like me, and then the mugs eventually see through them and tell them where to go, which is what's happened. I've said to him, if he doesn't give me at least a tiny bit of money back every now and again, then I don't want to know him. But he just put separated on Facebook, so he's obviously not interested in giving me any money back, so I'm not interested in being with him or knowing him or having anything to do with him. From this moment on, I don't want anything more to do with Daniel Mark, because Daniel Keith Mark, David Deverne, because there's no point, there's 0 point. It doesn't do me any good, it doesn't do my health any good, or my mental health. I need someone that reassures me in a relationship. I need someone that's understanding and caring and everything that Daniel's not. I need someone that's sensitive to my needs, because I think I'm more than sensitive to other people's needs. and I want the same back in return. And it'd be nice to occasionally do some kind of exercise with a partner as well, like running or walking or cycling or swimming. You know, I mean, I had a lot more in common with some of my exes than I did with Daniel, because I've only maybe gone swimming once or twice with him. With some of my exes, I went swimming loads of times and to the gym with them, and just, I think Daniel needs to find something other than sleeping as a hobby, because you'll sleep your life away. You really will. You will sleep your life away. And you won't find rest by sleeping all day and all night. That's not how you find rest. How you find rest is by being busy, and then you fall asleep on your feet then. You don't find rest by trying to sleep all the time. That's the opposite of rest. Rest is like meditation. Rest only happens when you're busy all the time. Meditation's the same. Meditation can only happen when you're not trying to force it. The same with sleep. I mean, I've wanted to help him so many times with his depression, but he's often come back to King's Court and says, "Oh, I've just been to doctors," and I thought, "Oh, didn't you want me to come with you? I would have come with you to support you at the doctors." But he's like, "No, I'm alright." And just, yeah. I don't know, I just felt like I've wanted to be there for him, but he's pushed me away so many times. He says I push him away, but that's because he's actually pushed me away many, many times. And I'll admit I do sometimes push him away, but that is because I have a lot of fear of being hurt and a lot of fear of getting rejected. And he has rejected me a lot of times, even when I've just said, do you want me to come with you to doctors or whatever, he said no. And he said it over and over, and there's only so many no's you can hear before you think, you know what, I don't want to be with this person. Same with London. He told me to fuck off back to Birmingham, and he never wanted to see me again. He told me all this, and just, I don't know, he just thinks he can speak to people like a piece of shit, and that's alright. And just, you know, I've lent him all this money, Lee's lent him loads of money, Ben's lent him money. Ben's not happy with him. Ben said to me that he trusted Daniel to give him the money back, and he hasn't, and he doesn't want to see him again. His friends in Redditch he owes money to, and they've said that they don't want him to speak to him, and he's known him all his life as well. But I just think this selfishness, this self-centeredness, is not going to get him anywhere in life, because people want something back, whether it's friends or relationships or whatever. People want something back. They don't want to be taken advantage of every single minute of the day. It's not what people want in their life. It's not what I want in my life. I know I'm going on a bit, but I'm waiting at the bus, so there's what else to do. I know I'm going on a lot, but you know what, sometimes I think actually that being gay is like a curse, because you go through your whole life when you're gay, or I do anyway, with various different men, and they mistreat you or whatever, or take you a piece of shit or whatever. It doesn't help how the media portrays gay people. They portray them as being this weak kind of doormat kind of character. And then I think there's some gay people who are very dominant and very assertive, and they take advantage of the weaker ones. But I'm just fed up with it now, I really am, because I'll put my bus pass. I better go because I need to find my bus pass. Alright, bye YouTube. I mean, I wish Daniel well. I know I've said that, but I don't actually hate him. I feel sorry for people like that, because they're going to go through their whole life taking advantage of people, and they're not going to have anyone in their life, because people want more than being taken advantage of. It's not anywhere for my buzz is coming. So bye YouTube. God bless. God bless. God bless. God bless. God bless.